Yes. So, dear student, good afternoon. I Rakesh Jain from Gyanvir University. Once again come here. Now I am going to teach you about how to do the practical, how to design a Venn bridge oscillator on a multisim software. It is very interesting practical, right? So kindly look on it. So first of all, I am telling you the theoretical approach of Venn bridge oscillator. Then we will design on multisim software. Yes. So a Vein bridge oscillator which is used to measure the audio frequencies. Our topic is design of Vein bridge oscillator. So Vein bridge oscillator. Okay. So basically, as we know that oscillator is a circuit in which no input is required. It will generate a sinusoidal waveforms without any input. Oscillator is that circuit which consists a positive feedback instead of the negative feedback like the amplifiers. A Vein bridge oscillator is also a phase shift oscillator in which 4 arms are there and form a bridge format, in which in 2 arms resistor is there, and in the third arm a resistance with in parallel a sinusoidal waveform, and it is used to measure the audio. It is used to measure the audio frequency. When bridge oscillator is used to measure the audio frequency. It is used to measure the audio frequencies. Right? Vein bridge oscillator is used to measure the audio frequency. Vein bridge oscillator design the long range of frequencies actually and produces a sine wave. It design the long range of frequency and produces a sine wave. It design long range of frequencies and generate sine wave, and it generates the sine wave. And but there are some disadvantages also, that it supplies the signal for testing filters. Is there are some advantages. First of all, to fabricate pure tone. For the excitation for AC bridge, long distance can be spanned by the resting beams. And there are some disadvantages also, like the circuit needs the high number of the components, the limited output frequency. So there are certain advantages and certain disadvantages of the Vein bridge oscillator. It consists of it consists of 4 arms. It consists of 4 arms in which 2 arms have resistors, 1 arm consists resistor and capacitor in series, and the fourth and 1 arm consists resistor and capacitor in parallel. Yes. So Vein bridge oscillator is a circuit which is used to measure the audio frequencies. It designs high range of frequencies, right? But some sort of components are required, and today we design the Wien bridge oscillator with a operational amplifier. So the circuitry include 4 arms, in which 2 arms contains the resistors and the remaining 2 arms contains the resistor and capacitor, in which 1 arm contains a resistor and capacitor in series, and the last arm consists a resistor and capacitor in parallel. So let's see the diagram of this Wien bridge oscillator with operational amplifier. First of all, first we read the Wien bridge oscillator, then we will design on multisim. So let's suppose this is my operational amplifier. As we know, it is an operational amplifier which plus terminal, minus terminal, plus terminal is denoted as 3 number and minus terminal is denoted as 2 number. Okay. So because it is an oscillator, so it contains the positive feedback. So here let's suppose this is your negative terminal, that is 2 number pin, or we denote it by negative, and this one is your positive pin. Yes, and we know that the 7 number pin of this operational amplifier is connected with the supply, that is plus voltage pin, and this 4 number pin is related with the negative pin. So 7 number pin and this 4th number pin is of minus V. Okay, and output we just take from the operational amplifier by the 6th number pin, which because it is a oscillator, so it will generate a sinusoidal waveform. So it will generate a sinusoidal waveform. Okay. So for the plus V and minus V, we use plus 12 volt here. So we will use 12 volt here, and for the minus V, for the 4 terminal, that is minus VEE or minus voltage, minus terminal of the supply is minus 12 volt. From the 6th number pin, we will take the output because it is a operational amplifier circuitry, but we are going to design a Wien bridge oscillators. It means we require 4 arms. It means we require 4 arms, in which 1 arm consists a resistor and a capacitor in series. So let's suppose this is the arm which contains a resistor and a capacitor in series, right? So this is 1 arm which contains a resistor and capacitor in series, and this and 1 arm contains a resistor and capacitor in parallel. And the remaining 2 arms, in which 1 arm contains for a variable resistor and 1 arm contains a normal resistor. So let me give them name. A resistor is, this one is R1 resistor, which is in series with a capacitor C1. This one is a capacitor C2, which is in parallel with a resistor R. This variable resistor we denote as R3. It is not mandatory to take it variable, but because we are going to design a Wien bridge oscillator, so in designing according as per the value of the R4, we will choose this value. That's why we denote it with variable sign. Okay, so one is R4 and which is common for the R3 and R4 is connected with the second number pin, and where the R1 and R2 registers meet with each other, that point is connected with the positive terminal. It means second number terminal and third number terminal. What I want to say, this point is connected with the second number pin, and this point is connected with the third number point. Yes, and here we require the supply of plus 12 and minus 12. Therefore, the feedback can be achieved via the 6th number pin is connected with the capacitor, this one, and this point where the resistor R2 and R4 is connected are connected with the output point, negative point, ground point, we can say, this point. Where this R4 and R2 meet is connected with the output side, and actually we denote it with connection with the ground. And in between this 6th number point and this minus point, we will take our output, and it will definitely generate a sinusoidal waveform. That V0 is our output. Kindly once again see the circuit carefully. So dear student, once again kindly see the circuit carefully. I am talking once again related with this circuitry. We are going to design a Wien bridge oscillator which actually generates sinusoidal waveforms. Here we design the circuit with the help of operational amplifier 741 IC we choose for that operational amplifier case, in which the required power supply for connected at the 7 number pin is plus 12 and the 4th number pin is connected with minus VE, that is minus 12 volts. From the 6th number terminal of the operational amplifier, we will take the output, and the second number tape pin and third number pin, that is inverting pin of operational amplifier and non-inverting pin of operational amplifier, is connected with the bridge circuitry of the Wien bridge. Okay, and this total circuitry is known as Wien bridge oscillator that will generate a sinusoidal waveform. For the bridge construction, we choose resistors and one resistor and capacitor in series that form one arm of the bridge, one resistor and capacitor in parallel that form a second arm of the bridge. The third and fourth arm consist two resistors, in which one resistor we choose as variable, like here in this figure. R1 and R1 and C1 are in series resistor and capacitor. R2 and C2 are parallel form of resistor and capacitor combination. In one arm R3 a variable resistor is connected, and R4 resistor is connected in the fourth one arm. This variable resistor R3 and R4 are connected. After the connection, they connected with the inverting pin of operational amplifier, that is second number pin. After the connection of this series combination of resistor R1 C1 and capacitor C1 and parallel resistance and capacitor, that is R2 C2, after the connection they will be connected with the non-inverting pin of operational amplifier, that is third number pin. And for the feedback, we connected the series resistance and capacitor and R1 C1 arm with the R3 arm and connected with the output. Okay, and the output will be taken in between ground and 6th number pin. So now see the design. As we know, the frequency of oscillation formula for the operational this frequency of oscillation formula for the Wien bridge oscillator is 1 upon 2 pi RC, 1 upon 2 pi RC, 1 divided by 2 pi root of R1 C1 R2 C2. As I have already been told during the time of theory of Wien bridge oscillator, that frequency of oscillation formula for the RC phase shift oscillator is 1 upon 2 pi R1 C1 R2 C2. R1 C1 R2 C2. If we choose R1 and R2 equal to a similar value, if we choose R1 and R2 both are similar to a single value, let's suppose it is R, and if the capacitor C1 and C2 are equivalent to each other, that is C, then what will happen? Then this frequency of oscillation becomes, this frequency of oscillation formula becomes 1 upon 2 pi 1 upon 2 pi root of R1 R2. So R1 R square C1 C2, so C square, so under root of R square C square, that is RC. So F is equal to 1 upon 2 pi RC. So my frequency of oscillation formula will become 1 upon 2 pi RC. Let's suppose we are going to design a circuitry. Let the frequency we choose as 1 kilohertz, okay, and let's suppose the capacitor value is 0.01 microfarad. You can also write down, if you want to write down the symbol of micro, instead of I write down micro and farad, mu f. Okay, then what will happen if you design this for f is equal to 0.01 microfarad, then when we will calculate this one by writing down instead of f 1000, that is 1 kilo, then we will find out approximately equal to 15 kilo ohm, that is some 15 point something. So let this R value will be 15k. From this, put f is equal to 1000 as f is equal to 1 kilowatt, then that is equal to 1 divided by 2 pi. Pi is what? 3.14. Then R, then C, and C is what? C is 0.01 microfarad. So 10 raised to the power minus 6. 10 raised to the power minus 6. Okay. So f is equal to 1 upon 2 pi RC. So 1 upon 2 multiplied by 3.14 for pi, R is R and C is 0.01 microfarad. So what you will find? You will find as R is equal to, by calculation, when you will calculate, then 15 point something, okay, kilo ohm, okay. There, so we just choose, it is approximately 5 kilo ohm, so let it be 5 kilo ohm, okay. Choose R as 5 kilo ohm. Now for the R3 and R4, while the theory I taught you about, R3 and R4 are related to each other such that R3 is equal to twice of R4. R3 divided by R4 is equal to 2. So we can say R3 is equal to twice time the R4. R3 is equal to twice time the R4. So let this R4 is equal to 1k. Let's suppose it is 1k. Then what will happen? Let's suppose this R4 is equal to 1k. Then what will happen? This R3 will become twice k. R3 will become twice k. So here we choose a variable resistance. So we choose a 4.7k potentiometer, a variable. Choose a, we are going on a multi-sim software, that so that you will know how to design a Wien bridge oscillator. We will use the same circuitry, the same parameters while designing the RC phase shift oscillator. While designing the RC phase shift oscillator. While designing the RC phase shift oscillator. What is this? Yes. Okay. So now first of all, I save this file. So now let me design and check the designing procedure. So dear students, are you able to see the Multisim software? Yes. So Multisim software is in front of you. First of all, we should click on a MISC and then find out your operational amplifier, that is 741, right? So just type in MISC or in all group and then type 741, so that the 74 IC will be there, that is your operational amplifier. So click OK. So now see, this 741 IC is in front of you. Okay, the number of pins is also denoted. If you just expand it, then you are able to see that which pin is what, because it is written over there. So now you are able to see that second number pin is at the bottom side and third number pin is at the upper side. You can flip it like, see, I just flip the circuitry. Now the fourth number pin is at the top side and the bottom number pin is at the lower side. Now I required plus 12 and minus 12 for the connections of fourth number pin and seventh number pin first of all. So I just click on MISC, then click on sources, then click on power source and then VCC. So VCC is now plus 12 volt. That's why I, instead of this 5 volt, I just convert it into a 12 volt. And this bottom side source will be my VEE, that is denoted by VEE. Okay, then it will be minus 12 volts. So I just change it from minus 5 to minus 12 and then connected it with fourth number. Okay, wait, because because it is a 4 number pin. So instead of this, I just click right click, then replace the component by VEE. Okay, now it is minus 12 volt. Okay, and similarly here you just have to replace it by VCC. You just click and then replace components by VCC, because I did and connect it with the 7 number pin, and this is plus 12. Okay, now what I did, I once again I am going to tell you that because of the minus 4 number pin is at upper side in this, just connected VEE, that is minus 12 volt at the upper side. Now what I have to connect, I have to use series parallel combinations and a bridge assembly. So a series resistor and a series capacitor. So I just go to basic, then go to resistor. What value of resistor I choose? Because I choose a 15 kilo ohm resistor. For the series combination, R1 is 15 kilo ohm. So I use, for the series combination, I use this one. Instead of that bridge type of structure, here we connected a bridge but in horizontal format. See very carefully, one resistor and a series capacitor. So where is the capacitor? Go to again basic and then capacitor. What is the value you choose? You choose 0.01 microfarad. So just write down 0.01. Okay, so this is my series combination of resistor. Okay, now the another resistor is a parallel combination of resistor, that is of same value. The resistor is of 15 kilo ohm and the capacitor is of 0.01 microfarad, but here the combination is parallel. here the combination is parallel. So see, this one is a series combination and this one is a parallel combination. Now the two resistors are also remaining. One is of 4.7 kilo ohm variable resistor, as I have already been taught you in that diagram. 4.7 kilo ohm variable potentiometer as a resistor R3. So just to go to basic and go to variable resistor instead of instead of simple resistor, and just write down 4.7. So now see, this one is your 4.7k resistor. Okay, and one more resistor we require, that is of 1k, so that is R4. In that diagram we mention it by R4, so this is your R4. Okay, now kindly wait for a while. Okay, so when we focus on the diagram again, then we see that the series combination of resistor, the capacitor is connected with the R3 pin, that is a 4.7 kilo ohm variable resistor. The series combination capacitor pin, this is series combination of resistor and capacitor. So the series pin capacitor is connected with the R3. So here see, we connect this one. In that diagram we see that the series combination of resistor and capacitor, one arm is connected with the parallel combination of resistor and capacitor. So here we connected this one. Yes. Now this parallel combination of resistor and capacitor is connected with the R4. So here we once again we also connected here. And the remaining two arms are also connected. So now see, this is the total connection, this is the total connections which we will already been done in that diagram. Kindly wait for a while. Yes, so now see, yes, there at the right hand side my operational amplifier is there, at the left hand side R3, R4, R1, C1 and R2, C2 are there. Now we connected the remaining circuit. The pin number 2 is connected with the series connection and variable potentiometer connection. So this 2 number pin is connected as per the diagram at here. Okay, and the third number pin is connected where this parallel combination and this series and parallel combination are connected. So this third number pin is actually connected with this point as per the diagram we just show. Now we have to take the output. The output will be taken, but feedback is such that the 6 number pin is connected at the series combination. The 6 number pin is connected at the series combination. Wait, this is connected with the 6 number. I just remove this one because 2 number pin is connected here actually in that diagram as I saw, and the 6 number pin is connected at this side. Now you are able to see the complete diagram. Once again I repeat, the series resistor and capacitor as per the our design is with 15 kilo ohm and 0.0 calculator with operational amplifier such that the operational amplifier supply pins are connected with the plus 12 volt and minus 12 volt. The capacitor 0.01 microfarad and resistor 15 kilo ohm connected in series, also connected in series with the parallel combination of resistor and R2 and C2. This series combination of resistor and capacitor point is connected with a variable potentiometer of 4.7 kilo ohm. The variable potentiometer second point is connected with the R4 resistor second point. Then we connected this operational amplifier points. Then we have to see the output for this circuitry. So the output will be taken in between wire we have to choose for that. So we choose a wire because we have to take the output. So let's suppose this is in the ground point. Wait, kindly wait. Kindly wait. We just have to put wire. So go to place and then wire. Okay, directly connected the CRO so that you will be understand. So just use a CRO and just see this plus terminal is connected with the 6 number pin and this minus terminal is connected with this pin which is actually ground, which is actually a ground pin. So just connect a ground over there. Go to MISC, then base sources, then ground. This pin is actually ground. So this is the complete analysis of this operational amplifier, and when we will check this result, now we are going to check the result. So just click on this green button run, then click on oscilloscope. So you see you have a perfect sinusoidal waveform in front of you. You have a sinusoidal waveform in front of you. You can change this by varying this variable capacitor. Yes, see the effect of this variable capacitor on the waveform. I just increase or decrease, then the waveform will be changes. Yes. So see, this one is a good. Now we will check it. Kindly wait. See this sine wave. Yes. So it is a sine wave which is the output of this Wien bridge oscillator. Okay. So this is the completion of, and because we have to notify the effect of resistances and capacitance. So by the variation of this resistor, see I am going to vary the resistor value. So when I increase this one, the shape will be changes. You are able to see this one, and by decreasing at a perfect value, we will achieve approximately around 45% of this 4.7 K. Yes, so this is the output of this Wien bridge oscillator, and we perfectly do this practical. And we perfectly do this practical. I am going to save this data first of all. Okay. So this is the output of this. We are going to change this variable potentiometer by a 2 kilo ohm perfect resistance. Then we can do this. Now just stop this simulation and then again replace the file. Then again replace the file. by replace the component by a register of 2k. Yes, then we check this. Okay, so we are not able to see the correct result, so again we are going to check it. Let it be 3k, then it will be changes. That's why we choose a perfect variable potentiometer instead of this. That's why choose a variable potentiometer always. So instead of this we use a variable resistor, that is a 47k. Now when we check this one, we are able to see the file sinusoidal waveform. That's why. Okay, so I hope you understand the practical. By changing the value of resistor and capacitor, we can change the output sinusoidal waveform. So that's all about this Wien bridge oscillator. I hope you understand this Wien bridge oscillator practical. Thank you dear, thank you very much.